Setting up a session is a lot of work. There's lots of steps for configuring the dates, the CEUs, the associated settings, writing session descriptions, defining sequences, uploading reference documents, creating categories, configuring upload capabilities for session required documents, structure the student's to-do list along with renaming forms, writing instructions, setting a wish list, writing questions, and finally organizing evaluations. All of this can take a lot of time. The good news is you don't need to do this if you've already done it once. Once you have a clinical experience in place that you like, you can simply clone it. Let's say, for example, you spent a lot of time configuring last year's Clinical Placement 1. This year, when Clinical Placement 1 comes up again, there's no need to recreate the wheel. Simply go to Placements, by Session, and click Add Session. When you choose to clone an existing session, you'll be asked to pick a session from the drop-down menu. Select the session that you know you set up to your liking and click OK. The setup wizard will take you through step by step. In the top bar, you'll notice the information from the session you've decided to clone. Below, you'll be given the opportunity to enter a new session label, select the associated batch, and update the calendar year. And remember, you're cloning a session from the past, so updating the class and the calendar year will be very important. If you don't see the batch that you'd like to associate this session with in the drop-down, simply go to your configuration panel, and in the red school configuration box, select Student Batch. You can add a new batch here, and once you've done so, return to your session copy page. Refreshing this page should add that batch to your drop-down. Your preferences for whether or not the session is included on the slot request form, whether or not you require the students to review their placement and attest to that, the semester information and the session description will carry forward from the previous session as well. It's important to check the information that's included here and make sure that it's updated. Once you're happy with everything included, click Continue to move on to step 2. Each one of these steps takes a moment to load, so please be patient as you click through this wizard. Here, you'll simply select the sequences you'd like to include in your new session. Clicking the green Edit pencil allows you to make updates to any information that is carried over. Again, remember these are dates from a previous session, so you'll want to update them. Click on the date to update it. If you click on the name of the month and year, it'll take you back to a list of months. If you click on the year, it'll take you back to a list of years. Since I'm updating a date from 2017 to 2019, the fastest way for me to do that is to come back here, select 2019, August, and August 12th. Now, updating a date from 2017 to 2019, it'll be fastest if I click the date, click here, click the name of the year, and choose 2019, September, and 20th. Ensure all of this information is correct and click OK. Once you've updated all of the sequences listed here, select the sequences you want to include in your cloned session and select Continue. Here, you'll see session activities from the session that you're cloning, including any reference documents you've uploaded or instructions that you've written. If nothing's changed in the structure of your clinical experience or the needs for your students' to-do list, then there's not any need to make changes here year over year. Simply click the down arrow, click Select All, and Continue. If you'd like to make any changes to the form label or instructions, click the green Edit pencil to make all needed changes, and then select OK. The same is true of required documents, session questionnaire, and reference documents. Again, if nothing has changed in the structure of your clinical education experience, just be patient as the screen loads. Click the down arrow for Select All, and click Continue. The green Edit pencils are available throughout to make any needed changes to the information that you see on your screen. The last step of the process is to review and confirm all of the information that you have entered. Here you'll be given the opportunity to look at the session label, the calendar year, description, and the associated sequences before finally hitting Submit. Clicking OK on this page then creates a brand new session for you. Clinical Practice 1 for the class of 2022 has now been created. All that's left to do is set up your session wish list round and invite your students to participate. Using this process, you'll have a new session set up and ready to go in less than 5 minutes. We hope that you'll find this to be time-saving and efficient, and wish you all the best in session cloning.